refresh that bitch. Let's go live. I'm getting DMs now. People are saying hi.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. What's going on? What you doing, girl?
I'm just sliding into your DMs just to see how you doing.
Oh, I'm the girl in this situation. I'm the desirable one.
Yeah, you're the desirable one. Everybody wants a piece of C.
Yay, it's more true than you think.
I know so.
Welcome to the King of Anime podcast, the show in which we talk about getting litty like a titty. All right, you guys are your guys' non-response has made me really scuff.
We wanted to end, see. You were talking to us normally. This wasn't a thing until you went live.
I've always been like this. I've always been lit.
Let's get on with the show.
I never forgore. I never.
Satsuki, let's just start our own podcast without C.
AOA without Umi, I like it.
What? You can't say that. That's actually illegal. Oh. Anyways, this is the King of Anime podcast, where every season we pick a bunch of shows to watch. This season was a little bit different. This season we picked a lot of shows, and we just keep watching them for some reason. Who knew? Who knew? Yeah, we pass things to kill them. It takes 2 or more passes to pass them. Takes 2 or more kills to kill, and I think you know what that means if a show is killed. We don't ever watch it again. And everybody gets sad and tells us to start watching it again. Big sad. Big sad.
Like, there has to be a show where, like, we dropped it and no one asked for it to come back. There has to be one.
Yeah, it was the rail lollies.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, okay. I don't think anybody was really watching that one.
I often forget we even covered that show.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's the quickest kill ever. Pretty sure.
Did anyone ask for the airplane lollies? Did anyone ask for that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's one. Cause like most of them like where we drop, like people have asked for Tokyo Revengers,
Vivi a lot.
Oh my god,
we still get Vivi. The show's
Go
ended.
Back to Vivi. It's over.
Well. I see we have some people in the chat here. How you doing, Decrepit Storm? Satsuki the Savage, how you doing?
Well.
Colt, what's up? Scarlet Disaster? Shadrick? What's up, Mr. Clean? We got Mr. Clean in here. Someone's asking us to watch Vanitas. Gotten a lot of. It's a show about hot vampire guys.
No thanks.
I think I'm good.
I was laughing at Scarlet Disaster.
Yeah, me too.
Got killed. I was binging it to finally be able to see.
That's good.
Well, we're sorry, Scarlet Disaster. You can watch the next one that we're probably gonna kill.
Well, let's do some audience write-ins before we get too carried away here. My friend Young Thug is a huge fan of the show. Can he get a happy birthday from all of you? I'm sure it would make his day.
No.
Who's gonna?
No, that's a question. We don't do requests. No. Well, I physically can do it, but I'm not going to do it.
I don't think I know this Young Thug. So I mean, I guess I'll do it. Happy birthday, Young Thug.
Yes, happy birthday, Young Thug. We appreciate how much a big fan you are of this show.
That's crazy. Isn't he a rapper?
Yes, this is a troll question. I already know who it's from.
Thank you, Lightning Eagle, for that question. I don't know who that could be.
It was Light Ruler.
One of the lights there. Idaten is the best anime this season. If you guys hate on it, I'll dislike every KOA episode in existence. It's literally a better Dragon Ball Z.
All right, well, you better start now.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're not covering it on the show.
I mean, when they said this, we weren't covering it, so like, I don't think it counts.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this doesn't count. We're not covering it anymore. Has Katakawa's situation improved at all? Nope.
I don't think so.
Probably never will. What is the shoujo anime you like and why, besides Fruits Basket and Orin? My response to this would be Kimi ni Todake. It's a very cute shoujo.
Shoujo, that's a romance.
It's like the opposite of shonen, pretty much.
It's geared towards girls, like how shonen are geared to young boys. Shoujo are geared to young girls.
Well, let me think. Come back to me.
I guess this counts as a shoujo, and I haven't even finished reading it, but I'll probably say My Little Monster. But that's only because I don't really have too much experience in this genre. I've read a little of Sailor Moon, and I don't like Sailor Moon, at least the manga. I probably would like it a lot more if I watched the anime, but I don't think I have too much experience with shoujo.
Anime Uprise says, "What's your opinion on Remake Our Life if you watched it?"
That was the cliche one.
Yeah, that was the one.
That's the one where he held the door open for people and got a blowy.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of just like whatever.
Yeah, we killed it. We watched it for the show. We killed it. We did not like it.
We set it on fire.
Mr. Clean.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Clean says about Vanitas that's about protecting vampires from a vampire disease. Lol. It isn't sus. Y'all should review it.
Protecting them from a vampire disease? Is it from gingivitis because they don't brush their teeth?
Oh my God.
I'm looking at it's done by Bones. I'm looking at it right now.
Decrepit Storm says, to be fair to Scarlet, the rules for Echidnut's Gauntlet were confusing. Well, that's because I made them. That's why they're confusing.
I didn't think it was that confusing. I mean, I think when he said that it's dead, that pretty much like stopped it from ever coming back.
Yeah.
That's just me though. I don't know.
Hello, Lightning. No, you did not miss Berserk.
Anime.
Shoto?
Or whatever the fuck. What's it called? Shoujo?
Shoujo.
Shoujo. Shoujo.
Oh wait, I changed my answer. It is not My Little Monster. It is Nana. I forgot about Nana.
Nana's a good one. Yeah.
For me, it goes without being said. It's EF, A Tale of Memories.
Ah, I like that. I like the show.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
really
watch
good.
Melodies? Did you watch Melodies as well?
Melodies wasn't as good as Memories, in my opinion. I remember it like focused on the secondary characters who weren't as interesting, and then all the main characters were like secondary. But I liked Memories a lot better than Melodies.
I guess you could say you guys effing love that show.
And we kick. Can we pass or kill SeaTactics?
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to start our own.
No.
We can just call it just I don't know what we call it. Just the other King of Anime podcast.
King of Anime
The
podcast
one
too.
without Umi.
KOA usurped.
Remake KOA.
Remake our KOA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What character trait do you hate the most? Anything that's really overused, I guess. I guess I don't really hate any
God.
character trait besides screaming.
I have plenty. I absolutely cannot stand these main characters that don't know how to handle women, especially when they be throwing themselves at people. You know, it's just like one of those things where, especially in a harem, where it's like they have like 5 women going after him. The guy's just like, no, I'm so shy. No, I can't. At least sleep with one of them. You know what? I'll be happy. At least you could just do that, or just pick one. You know, that's why I like Fruits of Grisaya, because the guy's not a wuss and he gets it on with all the ladies.
Well, there you go. Words of inspiration from EA. At least sleep with one of them.
Seriously, you know, how could I mean? They always get, you know, that's another thing. Sorry to steal the thunder. They fall on top of the main character, and they're like, "Oh no! Look at this accident! How it happened! I can't quite possibly get a stiffy."
Oh no! We're accidentally having sex.
It happens.
Oh no! I'm accidentally giving you a baby.
Oh no! We're accidentally married. These things just happen.
Right. Oh.
Is what it
Like
is.
I feel like that's going to happen in Remake.
It could. What if he marries all of them somehow?
He just freaking becomes a Mormon, moves to Utah, marries all 3 of them, and changes the past. All those people didn't grow up to be, you know, like screenwriters and artists. They just decide to become the main character's wife. Yeah, exactly. You know, would you like some food? Would you like this? Or Tashi? What?
They're going to turn it to like Asuna.
Kirito-kun.
But I'd probably say for me, I don't really like, and this is, it can be done right, but for the most part, I don't really like super shy characters. Like the first character, like to represent that, it's like how Hinata was in early Naruto. I don't really like characters like that.
Kuderes.
Not exactly. Not as, like, there's some that like overlap with that archetype, but not exactly. Because I don't think Kuderes are like, it's not what I have in mind. I don't think, not exactly, but like I said, it can be done right. I mean, one of my favorite MCs is Tomoko, and she's socially inept. But yeah, for the most part, I don't really like that archetype or
Hey,
character trait.
see?
Whatever.
What's the inspiration for your avatar you use in your AOT videos? Asking for a potential drawing of your avatar. That's done by 8-Bit Bird. I contacted him and I was like, hey, 8-Bit, I'm looking for something very specific. Wanted some, like a chibi-like character. Something in the vein of what Conda uses. Really to pay homage to him. And, yeah, he drew those up, and, I guess really the inspiration for it, I don't, there's really none besides Conda. So, I don't know.
Hey, Sasuke.
Yo.
I know you say you don't like the shy girls. What about Yuri from Doki Doki?
I really like Yuri.
Yeah, and she's so shy.
I think it's just like the placement in which like the characters are in. Like it doesn't really work for me in Naruto because it's like they're fighting. It's usually like battle shonen type of shows. I don't like that archetype. Like I said, it all depends on certain things. I didn't really like Hinata because it's like, you know, I don't want to see you like cower away when everybody has to fight and like everybody's fighting for their life. It just doesn't work.
Oh my god, Naruto, I broke a nail. I'm so embarrassed. I'm fucking dying over here. Help me.
Yeah. That too, like the characters that are super obsessed with
Naruto?
let me see.
Yes, Hinata?
I was just, wondering, would you like to,
Oh, you're making me go back.
And then Naruto, he doesn't even care. He just goes, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some ramen. Believe it.
Yo, I love it. I love it. After they defeated Pain and they like all had like this gathering and Sakura was like, I love you, Naruto. And Naruto was like, you can't love me. You love Sasuke. And it was just like, wow. Way to just get friend zoned, Sakura. Jeez.
Smart boy. Smart
It's
boy.
true. It's true. Yo, I just discovered the podcast and I really enjoyed the latest episode, so I wanted to ask if you would release the last few episodes on Spotify. I do not have enough time to put them on Spotify, so that's why they haven't been updated in months now. It's just super difficult to do with how much I have already on my plate. So sadly, that's one of the things that has to fall to the wayside. In your guys' opinion, what are shows that shouldn't have had a sequel besides TGL?
So fucking many.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'll just say this one because it's something that recently got a sequel, and it's My Year Record. Why does this have a sequel? It's not good. I don't even think I don't understand how it got a second season that quick too. Cause what was it? I think the first season was like winter 2019, or maybe it was winter 2020. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't know how the hell that had a second season. That's just something recent. It's a lot of shit that doesn't deserve second seasons, but I'll give it to My Year Record.
Berserk 2016.
I don't think Rent-A-Girlfriend should have had any kind of sequel. Like, the first season was so bad, they're gonna have a second season of that?
People love it though.
You know,
I don't know why.
After the promised Goofy Land, I'm okay with Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Really?
I'm okay with it.
About that.
I don't say it's good, but if I have to watch another season of that, I'm okay with it.
I can't believe they made another season of X-Arm.
Wait, no, that's a lie. Wait,
it's a lie.
no, they don't have the
did your
guts
heart
to do that
just,
again.
Did your heart just beat out of your chest, Sasuke?
No, because I thought about it. Because I like when you said, I was like, wait, but then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, no, there's no way. Because like, didn't everybody like blow up at the end?
Yeah, but he died. I think.
Or at least the main character did.
Yeah, when season 2 comes back, hopefully it never does, Hollow is gonna give us money for it.
He's just gonna show up at your house and he's just gonna be like, EA, here's $20. And you'd be like, oh shit, yeah.
Oh hell, my soul's good. Even less money. Hell yeah.
Oh god. Let's get into the show, I suppose. Let's talk about Berserk. The good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 9 and 10. These episodes are some of my favorite episodes in the series. Really only get better from here too, which is crazy. EA, what did you think about? I don't even know. Actually, I don't even know where to start. Holy shit! But I guess, what about Adonis and the what went down there when Guts kills Adonis?
Dude, so I mean, Guts jumped in without even like second guessing, which I commend him for. He's loyal to a fault. But yeah, the dude definitely should have died. But I mean, well, I guess he did kind of attack him, so an eye for an eye, I suppose. But then the kid comes in, Daddy, you want some milk and cookies, and then he gets freaking impaled. And I'm like, oh no. I mean, it sucks because I understand why he had to do it. And then it just kind of like boils over because then the guards are like, hey, what's going on over there? And then they get lopped off, and soon he's on a murdering rampage with everybody. And I'm like, oh shit. But I don't think anybody discovered him yet. I mean, maybe that arrow wound on his arm will come into play later on in the series. But yeah, that was rough because I really don't think Guts wanted to kill a kid. You could see it in his eyes after he did it. He was like comforting him, and right after he stabbed him, I'm right here.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That.
Thank you. I'm so glad you're here for my final moments of death.
Thank you, my murderer.
Me.
Yeah.
Right. That right. It's like Jack the Ripper that shanks you and stabs you and says, "It's okay, I'm right here." It's kind of a fucked up thing to do when you really think about it.
Kenny, this
But
is
yeah, that was
where
crazy.
we're talking about episodes 9 and 10 of Berserk. Which, by the way, EA, in the Golden Arc trilogy films, this scene is really good. Really
Like-
good.
Better or worse?
It's way better than this.
Like, does he just stab him repeatedly over and over and over?
No, it's basically the same scene. It's just done so well because they're all movies. So
So it's just like well animated.
yeah, really good score. Yeah, really good stuff.
Cool.
Let me ask you this, EA. Do you think Guts would have still killed the kid if he would have known it was a kid? Because I don't think the anime conveyed it or that
Yeah.
well, but
Yeah, that's in the movie they convey that better. That he doesn't know it's a kid.
yeah, he didn't. All he knew was it was a figure because it was very dark, so he couldn't see it. He just knew somebody was there. He didn't realize it was a kid until he went face to face with him.
Yeah, he does say something like he goes, "A witness, gotta get rid of the witness," and then as soon as he plunges his sword, that's when he realizes, "Oh shoot, it's a kid." I don't think he would, because I think, you know, he was a kid growing up with kind of an abusive father. Well, not even really a father figure, and they kind of like touch base on that when Guts was like spying on them and how they were practicing, very one-sided practice. But that was going on, and then you saw the flashback of when he was remembering back to, I guess, the person that owned him. Because that's who he was. He was like an owner. He was Guts's owner, guardian.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and that's when I think he kind of tied the two together. So I don't think he would have. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he would have scared him well enough to maybe he wouldn't have remembered it. But you know, you leave the kid alive, he could come back for revenge and kill you when you're older. I don't know. I don't think he would have though.
Yeah, I don't think I thought about it myself, but I think it's an interesting question given that the stakes in that scene are either he kills the kid, which, you know, that's not something he did not want to go that far, or he completely fails Griffith, and that's not something that's just affects him. I think if it was something that just affected him, then I would say for sure he would not want to kill the kid. But because it would foil or possibly foil, because, you know, maybe they could pit it on Guts alone, it could possibly foil Griffith's rise in power.
Yeah. You know what's weird is I feel as if Griffith, if it gets found out that Guts killed old Green Beret over there. No, he didn't have a Green Beret. What hat was he wearing? He looked like Van Helsing when he had the arrow. But I think if they found out that they were in collusion, I think Griffin would sell him out. Especially after what he said, where it's kind of a dick thing where, I mean, obviously he didn't know anyone else was listening, but he's like, I only consider other people my friends if they match me in every single way, or like they don't follow me, like they're their own person, but they're on my level.
Yeah, you got
Something
friend
like
zoned.
that. It's well,
No,
no.
you got comrades on.
pretty much. So, you know, he's like, I literally just killed a bunch of people for this dude, and he's gonna go ahead and just say, yeah, I don't consider Guts a friend. I bet that really hurt us. And then freaking Casca was there too, so that's gonna hurt both of them.
Yeah, well, actually, as well, what did you think about Casca having her big moment and actually helping out Guts? Because we've seen, God, since he joined, like Casca has been extremely cold towards Guts.
She helped him earlier. She helped him when he was cold.
Oh my God, doesn't count.
She provided body heat and warmth.
She didn't exactly want to do that, though.
True, but she did.
My God.
I mean, I think the point is like Casca's always looking out for Griffith's his side of things, because in that situation where she stops Guts, and it happened in a last batch of episodes too, when Guts wanted to just visit Griffith when all the nobles were around. In this situation, she's like, he's talking to the princess, don't interrupt that, you know, you don't want to just go over there, especially when you're all messed up and whatnot. It's just a bad look.
Yeah. And then she tore some of her clothing off and patched up his wounds. That was nice of her.
Yeah, Casca's a good girl. She's nice.
Is she best girl? I mean, is there a lot of women in this series?
Yeah, there is a lot of women in this series.
Okay. Okay. I have only known two, Casca and Misty Princess.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well,
She's so misty when she talks.
There's different versions of Casca that I like for different reasons.
That's
so
getting clipped.
And I know what those reasons are. For warmth.
What if no? God.
You like her for that? It's like, oh yeah,
Listen.
keep me warm, baby.
Listen,
I'm feeling a little cold.
Once you watch the critically acclaimed Berserk 2016, you will understand.
Does she do a lot of things in that?
I mean,
okay,
define a lot of things.
Like things that are like important and more than just being a blanket.
I don't know how to navigate this. Well, I've done this to myself.
You dug this hole. I don't know why you said that. I don't know why you said that.
Oh my God.
Well, I guess. Well, you said you told me to never watch that, so I guess I'll never know.
You just got to read it.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to read.
Well, what's interesting though about at the end where Guts got comrade zoned was earlier in this episode of episode 10, he says when he gets knocked out that he always needed the approval of Gambino. So I wonder if Guts sees Griffith as a sort of fatherly figure in his life and needs Griffith's approval.
I see him, or the way I perceive it, I feel like Guts sees, he sees Griffith as like a navigator. Guts doesn't really know what he wants in life. Like, he has a purpose, and this purpose is on the battlefield, and Griffith provides him the stages in which he can, thrive in. And I think that's the extent of it. And when Griffith talks about how he only considers people on his level to be his friends, I think that affected Guts. You can kind of see it in his facial expression and the fact that he was quiet the whole time. I think he's starting to realize that, unlike Griffith, he doesn't have a goal. Like I said, he has a purpose, but he doesn't have something that he wants to work towards. He's kind of just surviving and battling. And it even came in episode 9 where Corcus, listen, Corcus made a good point. I didn't think I would ever say that. He made a good point.
What?
When he said he liked this job?
Yeah, well, it's when he said, basically, he was trying to tell Guts that there's more to life than just fighting. Not all of us want to be on the battlefield and kill people. You know, there's more to life. And I think that messed with Guts as well, because he's like, oh shit, what, I don't have to like swing my sword around to feel happiness?
Well,
I can do something else?
We're gonna have to swing our swords around because apparently Pyro Hick has raided us. So that means, you know what that means? You know what that means? To quote Berserk 1997,
Time
it's
to get
an
naked?
enemy raid!
Oh shit.
We have been raided. That's cool.
Thank you, Pyro Hick, aka Holographic, aka Hollow.
Hello.
Hello all. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Yes.
Can we talk about how like Griffith is his planning isn't the best? Like, I'm sorry, but there's no way you should hire Guts as your assassin. He's like 6'8", 250 pounds with a big ass sword, scars all over his body. He is like the most easily identifiable person you could have ever chosen for this job.
I agree with that. I kind of thought about that myself, where I'm just like, I wonder if that was a bit intentional. I wonder if he gave him that, thinking that he couldn't do it, and if he did do it, he'll just get caught anyway. So he's deplorable or disposable.
I mean, I guess, like, in my mind, he did that because he knew that this was going to go down. Like, he didn't know for sure, the exact details, but I think he just didn't care. And he was like, he just wanted to create some sort of chaos. And during that chaos, he can take leadership and move forward.
He should have just had the Joker go and do it.
Well,
You
they
wanna
do.
know how I got these scars?
They do live in a society, so.
I mean, you have Judah, you have Casca. I don't even know how if Corcus is a competent person to choose as an assassin, but Guts isn't a guy to go in the shadow. Like, he's wearing his hood and everything. It's like, bro, you're 6'8". There's no one your size.
That's
like, the
funny.
only worst person is Pippin. That's the only worst person he could have picked. I would have even picked Rickard, the fucking little kid.
Could you imagine, like, somebody the size of, like, LeBron James just, like, hiding, creeping in the shadows with, like, a hood on him, and you're just like,
LeBron James.
There's someone over there. I can clearly see you. No,
Yeah, it's like, have you
No, you
seen a
can't, I'm
meme of
hiding.
have you seen a meme of Shaq hiding behind a tree? That's Guts. It's like, bro, I can see you. You're towering over everyone. You're big as hell. What the fuck?
Yeah. What's that scarecrow doing on top of that roof? Oh, wait, that's a person.
Who's there? What? You can see me? Yeah, you're, like, in plain sight. I am? Thought I was behind a tree. There's literally nothing in front of you. What are you talking about? Oh. Well, I'm gonna kill you now.
Shank.
And by the way, he didn't even kill all the witnesses, but I guess it was dark, so they didn't get a good, clear look at him. But yeah,
Yep. Can't make dark shaded places in 1997 anime.
Who's there? Okay, that's enough. I'm warning you. I'm a sponge. No. I love that episode.
In episode 9, though, it opens up with my favorite quote, where it's just I can't forget who it is, just being an asshole to Guts, and he goes on and says something, but he ends his line with, "We like this job."
yeah, that was Corcus.
Corcus, yeah. I just love that line.
Yeah,
Freaking.
I mean, right now they just have a job just protecting the princess. That's as easy as it gets.
Speaking of protecting the princess, freaking Griffin took the freaking arrow right to the chest because of the sacred jewel. I mean, what's it called again?
The Baylet.
Baylet.
The Baylet. I gotta remember this fucking
The
name.
egg of the king.
Yes, that. The egg with a bunch of eyes on it.
And a
Or
nose.
noses. Yeah, eyes and a bunch of eyes and a nose. It's creepy looking. But yeah, that right there tells me everything I need to know. That ain't no normal thing. You're getting stabbed with an extremely poisoned, very expensive, rich arrow to the chest and walk away like it's a scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like Guts is like, this isn't luck. This is like plot armor. What the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm. I was hoping it would tie into what Nosferatu Zod said. It's like, don't trust him. he ain't your friend. And then all of a sudden, oh shit, you're right. This guy's a liar, damn it. Guts just becomes Jewish all of a sudden. I don't understand this.
So, holy shit. Does that mean somebody needs to do an edit of Guts with, what are those hats called? Shit.
A yarmulke?
Yarmulke. Wearing a yarmulke? And instead of like the blade, it's like, I don't fucking know.
I've seen some Berserk at it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. I've seen some shit.
I saw Guts fighting a giant rabbit one time. That was good.
I saw Guts with his Dragon Slayer sword, but instead of a sword, it was it was
Was it a dildo bat?
It wasn't a dildo, but it was pretty close to a dildo.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
It was the real thing.
Yes.
Pinnacle.
It was over his shoulder.
Oh god.
Man,
No.
if you could throw it over your shoulder, you don't have to work a day in your life. That's your job.
Pinnacle says, based on your views, would you recommend Berserk for a must-watch anime? Absolutely. Absolutely.
For me,
This is
For me, it's because of the music alone. Oh,
yeah.
For that alone, it's a recommendation, and of course the intro.
Oh yeah, Pen Pals. Great band.
It's like one of the best intros I've heard. It doesn't show much, but it doesn't need to, because you're getting into the show. So I feel like newer shows, they like show a lot of what's going to happen in the show and story and plot. It's literally just
Eternity.
I mean, even though
Vinland Saga did that too.
Still, right. Like the intro to Berserk is just him standing with a sword and swinging it.
Yeah.
You don't need anything else, and it works.
Yeah, it's because the song's so catchy and it's just fast-paced clips, and they had like a $5 budget for this anime at some point.
Right. So put your glasses on.
Nothing will be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I play the song right now, but my fingers hurt from playing Cult of Personality. So.
That was so funny.
Fuck. What did you think about Griffith swooning this girl with the leaf?
Oh my god, that
I gotta use that. Holy shit.
That was so bullshit.
I was laughing so hard because I think she asked him something like, "So, what are your intentions?"
it was more like she was like, "Why do men bloody
No,
themselves?"
that's
with
it. That's it. That's what she said. And then to distract her, he was like,
I'm going to now blow in this leaf and distract you.
and then she does it back, and then they both serenade each other with blowing leaves. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I definitely have to try that. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I gotta try.
Just go into the club. She'll say, "Why do men only think about one thing?" And you just walk up to her and just and see what she does.
You just see a tweet. You just see
bewildered. Your next move, your move.
You see
It's
a
like,
tweet
yeah,
from Satsuki later that day, crying in the club, just like him with his leaf, just crying.
Didn't work.
Tears going down your face with the leaf with the fingers across your mouth. Oh
like,
god.
Usually I could say like, Griffith is very suave, like, that I could say like some things he does is smooth, like the way he was talking to her at the end, that was smooth.
Yeah.
But that shit, I don't know how that worked.
It's Griffith.
Yeah, I guess so.
Would you not want to smash Griffith?
I mean, after that, I'd be all right. All right, you're here we go.
You should do that. You know, EA, you should do that. You should do that to your girlfriend and then report back.
All right, hold on.
Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god, he's going to do it. Holy shit.
Just think about that in no context, because like, the area has to be right too, because you have to be surrounded by leaves. You can't just have one in your pocket, because then it's like, what does she do after you blow into the leaf?
Yeah, it's got to be a fresh leaf too. You know, you got to pluck it right from the tree.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is actually happening right now.
She didn't even know what I was doing. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I was trying to serenade you." And she's like, "What?" And I said, "Never mind, I gotta get back." Because she had her headphones in and she was listening to something. And then I'm like looking at her and I'm like, "What are you doing?" She was so confused, but I think she's used to my weirdness. So she was also like, "Is this a bit? What are you doing?"
Oh, holy shit. I was a bit. Oh, Jesus. Any final thoughts on Berserk? Episodes 9 and 10?
Oh, there's one more thing we didn't mention. It was the Dr. Eggman at the end, where he like when Griffith gave him that look, he was like,
"Oh yeah,
there's no way he would know that it was me."
Yeah, and then he just does the freaking death stare that he did to Van Helsing earlier in the other episode. It was crazy.
He does.
It's just funny to me. It's funny to me that Griffith like does all of like the PC stuff, like he's so formal and anything, and then he does that at the end. It's like you didn't even have to bother with all of that if you were going to give him a death stare, but he was just like, I'm just gonna fuck with you pretty much.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
oh, Lord.
yeah. He's next. Basically, Griffin is Bill Goldberg, and that Dr. Eggman is next.
You're next.
You can just see it in his eyes. You're next.
Oh Lord. All right. Guys, want to talk about Sonny Boy?
I have to say something before I do.
Okie doke.
They keep freaking leaning into big busty boob teacher's breasts
Okay.
randomly out of nowhere.
Wait a minute. EA, she's a student. She's a student.
She's a, what?
Did you miss it?
Wait, she's a student?
She's a student.
They said, okay, they didn't explicitly
How
say
did
that she
that
was
happen?
a student, but the dog, I believe, said he basically went over the point that the only people that went adrift are students.
By the way, that dog is the god in To Your Eternity.
Oh yeah, he voices Dio too, I think.
Yeah, the same voice.
Jojo.
But yeah, I don't know if we may have to tread on thin water with that.
So she's a student? Why were they calling her sensei?
I mean, I don't think anybody knew who she was though. Like I think they assumed she was a teacher. I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it could be something to where it's like how they did it with the doll, where he said like it was, he's been here for 5,000 years or something like that. Maybe that wouldn't even make any damn sense. No.
See, I think she's a teacher because, well, not only were they calling her sensei, not only does she look like a teacher, but that part towards the very end where everything gets all fucking trippy and there's two parts of them and they're singing the graduation song at the end. I saw her as a teacher crying that her students were leaving.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
She was up there on the stage crying, wiping away her tears. So if she's a student, she must have like gone back in the past and got younger. But
I don't know.
Anyway, I still don't care for her, but everybody just everyone on the island, I know why they follow her now. It's because she lets them just smell her chest.
I feel like that's not a good incentive.
That's not. I don't think it is either. To basically try to murder someone and try to like revolt and be whatever. It's like, you're our leader. Can I talk to you in private? Just. I don't understand. And I will admit, like, this episode was the coolest episode we've seen thus far, only
I
because
agree.
of a few scenes.
Because
And
the
that
ending
was
scene.
Well, the ending scene, yes, but also just the whole editing on the fly in the real world was pretty cool. Like, the multiple dogs appeared and all the cats and all the crazy shit. And she just kept pushing the SOS button like, no, something's happening. That was pretty cool. Other than that, everything's still a mystery, as it always is.
Let's see what the fuck.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm just gonna talk about the scene that I like, because I don't know what the. It's nothing for me to analyze. It's nothing for me to theorize. I'm gonna leave that to the super smart people. I'm not among those people. All right.
I am stupid.
I just like the scene where they're all the students are talking, like the good. I'm just gonna call them the good guys. Mizuho, Hoshi, Cap, all those guys. They're talking, and they're like, they've been avoiding the other side of the people that are with the teacher. And then I think Hoshi said, if they're in trouble, we had to extend our hand and help them. And then Mizuho said, make them beg. And I was like, this is why I like Mizuho. She gets me.
I liked. What did I like about this episode? Besides
if you have
Mizuho,
to think about it,
I liked the Windows Movie Maker thing where they're using Windows Movie Maker XP. That was funny. Also, for some reason, I have in my notes written down here, he got by the teacher. Sensei is kind of evil.
I mean, she's been evil.
Also, my first note is she's a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Well,
Which makes it more confusing as to why they're actually following her. I don't get it.
It's because of the boobs.
See, like I said, they've said they've been here for like months. I could understand like that's like the initial thing that gets you in there, but like that's just to sign a contract. Like that's not to get you to stay there. Like you go there for the booze and then you stay there for something else. She hasn't given us that other thing else.
Maybe
She's just yelling at them and being mean.
Maybe she gives them all a secret something.
Oh God,
a secret something.
Because it seems like a lot of people have one-on-one time with her. So maybe that's what she gives them all, is a little bit of one-on-one.
She puts the Liddy in Liddy like a titty.
No.
Satsuki, we're starting next week. You and me.
Yes. Let's do it.
Let's see. Scarlet Disaster says she could be a student, but she has the form of one of their teachers. I have an explanation of what happened with them and why they can't go back to their worlds if you need it. Yes, sir.
I was gonna say, please, I, because it seems like they can't go back, and there's an old man that was like clapping at the end. He's like, "Yes, marvelous, yes."
I thought that was
No
like
one
God
can come
or
back
something.
'cause I'm God. Ah.
Yeah. God is the principal. I don't. Man.
Why is everything so ridiculous?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. This
is why I wanted to kill it.
I legit don't know what the fuck this is. I can't, like, people have asked me twice has this happened. People have asked me, is Sonny Boy good? And I just go, I don't know. I've never been like that with a show. I literally can't tell you if this is good or bad because I have no sense of what's going on in the show to where I feel comfortable evaluating it. Like, even, there's some things where I know, like, it's just my bias on things that, I don't really speak towards its quality. It's just how I feel about it. I can't tell you how I feel about this shit because I don't know what's going on.
You know what it is? I think it's one of those shows that you have to be under the influence to have everything make
Holy
sense.
shit, yeah.
And I think, I'm not saying anyone should do this, but there are some movies that are like that, where if you watch it under the influence, it makes sense. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I heard it's one of those movies.
That's such a good movie. I love that movie.
Right, it's a great film, but I heard if you're like, because the whole movie's supposed to be a total acid trip from beginning to end. And they say if you're on acid and you watch it, like, it feels normal. I don't know from experience. But maybe this is just one of those where we just need to take a hit of acid, and then we'll be like, dude, Sonny Boy, like, open up my mind in ways I've never experienced, man. And maybe then we'll get it.
I don't know.
But as of right now, I could, like, I don't know, stare out my window and get more of a cohesive story. Old man walking dog, people in the pool.
It's not
That
just a
makes more
dog.
sense.
It's a giant dog.
Excuse me, old man walking giant dog. That's 5,000-year-old student.
Oh, that was a funny scene to me too. How Mizuho saying, well, I'm gonna keep calling the dog even though it's a human being, but yeah, it's just when the dog like jumped at her, she kind of like got up and she just like had a smile like I'm about to catch this fucking Pokemon, and then she tames him. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I like Mizuho.
Decrepit Storm says, I feel like I need to study the show for a PhD just to begin thinking about it.
Fuck me.
Frederick Redison also says, sorry I'm late, but I was watching Love Live Superstar. Good man. Decrepit Storm also says, EA just figured it out. Now we need to start a subreddit to figure out what substance you need to understand Sonny Boy. Holy shit. Scarlett says she is a figure of authority, and she says she has all the answers, so I could understand the students feeling insecure in the uncertain situation and following her. That's what I gathered. There was a chance that the them in the alternate world would become the ones in the real world. It just wasn't the case. They lost the coin toss.
When was there a coin toss?
So which drug is... So you seem to know what drug it is, Scarlett.
I don't know. It's one of the most confusing shows I've watched. I think another show that confused me like this was Boogie Pop, but I only watched like the first
Oh my god,
3
yes!
episodes.
Dude, yes, this is like Boogie Pop all over again, but we're actually watching it for some reason.
Yeah, I made that comparison early on.
Yeah.
Boogie Pop, why are you here? I don't know, but I must leave.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. Which is more weird? This show or Serial Experiments Lane?
Have not seen that show.
That show. See, that show is weird too, but I feel like this is more. I feel like there's I can't get the message with this show. With Serial Experiments Lane, there's like things that I might not understand, but I can kind of see where they're going for. Like maybe I won't be able to explain it well, but I'm like, okay, I could kind of see this. But this show, I like the minute they had a mouse that was actually a fucking mouse is the minute they just completely lost me.
Yeah. Serial Experiments Lane is completely a mind trip. It really is. But I personally think it's, and this is just my opinion because I think everybody has a different interpretation. Like, it's a personification of people getting so lost in the internet that they become the very thing that they hate. But that's just my opinion, and it could be a lot of things because it is weird, but at least it's entertaining, and you're left thinking, scratching your head. This, I don't know. I really don't.
Well,
crazy shit.
There's also, I guess, before we do the deciding, there's the whole thing with Nozomi dying in this world, and that they're, what is it? I have this wording here. They're copies simply observing, and they are there because of Nagara? Am I getting that right?
Sure.
Why are
So-
you asking us? We
I
don't.
was
We
say
don't.
So Nagara, I guess Nagara is the key to all of this. I guess he's the MC with the superpowers. So,
I'm so glad everybody has faith in him. Well, not faith, but their lives are basically in his hands, and he's the suckiest character of them all.
The one with no emotions is the guy leading you.
Right? Could you imagine? It's like, please take us home.
also,
It's like having Jake Cutler, man.
like there's this vague thing between Nagara, Nozomi, and Mizuho, where I'm like, is there like are they trying to like ship these characters? I don't understand it.
I feel like it's definitely Nozomi and Nagara. I feel like that's definitely something they've been pushing. I can see the Mizuho thing too as well, but I don't think they're pushing that as hard. At least not romantically.
I have no
I feel
idea.
like Mizuho is just a character that like pushes Nagara to take more pride in himself, and Nozomi's more the love interest. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck's going on in this show. Here's the thing. When I turn on an episode of the show every single Monday morning, I'm so goddamn bored, out of my goddamn mind for like the first 10 minutes. And then the next 10 minutes, for some reason, I'm like, oh, I'm into this now. And I enjoy the last 10 minutes of every episode. It happens every single week without fail. I'm like, why are we still watching this? And then by the end, I'm like, I'm so confused. I want to watch another episode, and I still feel that way. I cannot lie to myself. I want to watch another episode.
Yeah, that's when the prophecy is supposed to be fulfilled.
Oh, that's right. You made that prediction.
Yeah, next episode.
Oh man.
I am going to pass it because that's the way I honestly, genuinely feel about it.
I still want to kill it because that's how I honestly, genuinely feel about it.
I'm the person with the prophecy, so I have to see it through.
Oh no.
Sonny Boy, you have one more life. This is it. Do something great next episode. Please don't make me a liar.
Lucky number 7.
Yep. Hopefully.
Scarlett says they love this episode. This feels like a finale, and the goal. I did as well. It kind of felt like a finale. And the goal has now changed because it's unobtainable, so the story may go in a different direction starting next episode. So the prophecy of Satsuki could come true. All right. It's survived another week. How fun. Let's talk about Jahy-Sama, episodes 1 and 2. This is my lock, believe it or not. I locked this at the beginning of the season. And we decided, I decided that I was going to try something different, and we weren't going to watch it until halfway through the season. And, well, I should also say I've read basically like the first 20 or 30 chapters of this manga. Well, air quotes read. Not really read, kind of skimmed. And I locked this in just for 8-Bit Bird. Just because. So... Jahy-Sama episodes 1 and 2. I know Satsuki likes it, probably, because he's a lolicon. But EA...
Wait. You are going to be thoroughly surprised.
EA, what did you think about Dragon Maid? Jahy-Sama.
Well, I was about to say I didn't watch Dragon Maid.
It's basically Dragon Maid.
We were only supposed to watch 2 because I watched 3.
That's fine. We can talk about episode 3. I haven't seen it. It's whatever. I've skimmed some of the manga.
You've scammed it?
I scammed it. I scammed that manga.
Okay then. Well, so I saw the title of this. I saw that you picked it, and I put 2 and 2 together, and I said, of course, he would pick this one. And that's how I knew that you were going to really love this one. But
you're going to be thoroughly surprised.
of course. both you and Satsuki are saying the same thing. Well, I guess let me just say what I need to say about this show. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I think it's actually really funny. But when it comes to Jahy-Sama, like, it's weird because, like, she's a compulsive liar. She turns into a lolly because of her lack of crystals.
Mana. She ran out of mana.
Mana crystals. But if she has a big mana crystal, it brings her back to being tall. And
Older,
she's also
I suppose.
working at a restaurant, and the owner has ginormous boobs. I mean, I always have to point that out when someone's got ginormous boobs. One of the funny scenes was I forgot what episode it was, but it was basically just when the boss found her necklace, and she was like, Jahy-Sama said, "How long were you wearing this?" And she said, "Well, probably about a day. Since you lost it yesterday, I was going to give this back to you." She said, "Do you know what what you've done? Because this bad stuff happens to you." And the boss was like, "Is that why my back is hurt?" And she's like, "No, it's because of your huge boobs." And then she's like, "Oh, well, maybe maybe that's the reason why I lost the remote yesterday." And she's like, "Stop saying stuff that isn't that bad. It's not because of that." But I don't know. Like, I find myself actually enjoying it because it's funny, and also it's because originally I can't stand lollies, especially if they're like this, where they're just bratty and they don't. But it's because she gets her comeuppance that makes me really like this show. Because if people just let her get away with this shit and nothing bad happened to her, I'd hate the show. And there's shows that are like that, and it drives me insane. But because she gets lost in the forest, loses all her food, pours down rain, twists her ankle, all this shit happens to her in a matter of like 10 seconds, and I'm just like,
yeah,
that might be a little too much.
She doesn't even get lost in the forest. That's the thing. She's just in the neighborhood.
She just goes in the backyard where people go to like walk their dog or something, and people are like, well, the landlord saw her and was like, "What are you doing in that tree?"
The landlord, by the way, oh my god,
the best character.
Oh my god, yes, dude, I love the scene where she comes to get rent, and Jahi's like, I can't pay, I can't give you the money, and she's like, well, you can just go ahead and get out. She's like, are you please, oh please, anything? And it's just this back and forth of her continuously lying to the landlord and her not buying a single bit of it. And it gets to the point where she picks her up to throw her out, and she's still lying.
I know. Yeah, she certainly lies a lot. Like the last episode, she was lying right out her ass to that I forget her name, but she was like a maid or a servant back in their previous realm. And now she's like rich.
Drudge?
Drudge. Because I know it's like a weird name. But her and I don't know, that kind of got annoying that episode, because she's like, "Oh yes, I do this," and it's like she's gonna find out, and then it's gonna be like freaking in Watamote when she gets found out, and then her cousin sees her lying and bowing and stuff, and she totally looks at her a different way, like, "You lying sucker." But I mean, other than the last episode, I was enjoying it, but the last episode I was just kind of meh about it. First two episodes were actually surprisingly funny. I couldn't believe how I was surprised by that.
See, well, I like the scene where she sees the Roomba for the first time and is like, "What's that?" It's like, it's a Roomba. It just cleans up.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I knew that.
Just her reaction. Oh. Well, no, never mind. That would be a manga spoiler. Oh my god. Oh, at the very beginning of episode 1, she's literally bathing in wine. How fucking over the top is that?
At first, I almost thought, why do people fear this person? Is she like super strong, super powerful? Then in episode 3, you see her like shoot some sort of beam from her hand. I'm like, okay, so that's what she can do. Because at first, I'm like, why are people even worshiping this person? It's like, come on now. You could do better than that.
So Satsuki, you've been silent this whole time. You like lollies. Explain yourself.
I was kind of staying silent because everybody was enjoying themselves, and I once again have negative opinions. Like I don't want to be that guy, but gotta be honest. Like I think this show is just okay. Like is middle of the pack for me. I think some of the jokes land and a lot of them don't for me. I don't know. This show kind of reminds me of yeah, it reminds me a lot of A Devil's a Part-Timer. But it's been a long time since I've seen that show, but I remember really enjoying that show. But for whatever reason, this show doesn't really make me laugh as much. I think one of the issues that not to draw that comparison again, but one of the issues that I have with the show is probably because whenever whenever like the big joke that they always make is the fact that Jahy is used to be like the second most powerful person in her world, and now she's like scrambling for money, working at this restaurant and whatnot. Like they make the joke like the contrast joke. I think it doesn't really like hit for me just because like we were thrown in almost immediately into the new world, so we didn't have a sense of, they didn't build up her character in that world. They're doing it retroactively, but they didn't build it up before to make that joke funny a lot of the times. So like that's one issue I have with it, and it's mostly comedy, so it's not something I can really critique. It's just it's going to hit for different people and in different ways. So I do like the landlady. She's probably my favorite character because she just wanna get her money. It is that simple. Just give me my money. Stop fucking around. Give me my money. What was her name? Is it Druji? Isn't that her name?
I think it's Drudge, but it could be Druge.
Druge. Let's go with that. Druge. She's a character that I feel like is going to get old very quickly if they keep doing the same thing with her. Because like it was funny at first that she would just like believe Jahy no matter what she said, but again, I feel like if she doesn't figure Jahy out sooner than later, then that joke is going to run itself into the ground. Because it's kind of like, okay, like you can't keep doing the same things. Like, all right, out of all the things that you've seen for Jahy, it's kind of looking ridiculous the way she's like constantly lying about herself, and then she'll do mental gymnastics to fix any inconsistencies in her stories. So I feel like she's a character that like is just like all right for me right now, because I don't know exactly where they're going to go with her character. Jahy herself, don't really care.
Well, it is important to note that what Frederick Grandison says is we'll get new episodes, so there's more there's more to it, especially the characters. I can't say no. I don't think this is going to be. It's probably going to be halfway through the series, but I will say that it does get a little bit more interesting near the middle-ish. So I don't know.
You know what it might be? Like thinking about Devil's a Part-Timer, I don't think they found that character that like brings out the good side, like the funny sides of Jahy. At least for me, I don't think Druge has done it. The landlady does it well, and maybe if they showed her more and had like they show more of her in Jahi's relationship, it'll probably be better for me. But I think one thing that worked for the Devil's Part-Timer is the fact that uh Emmy and Mao, like their relationship was funny from the get-go. And it was kind of like it was funny too because Mao was like the demon lord, like he was like literally the devil. But when he got to this new world, he worked at McDonald's, whatever. It kind of like their roles as like hero and like villain kind of switched because Mao was the level-headed one who always like tried to find compromise, and then Emmy was the one who was like always trying to get at him, like doing whatever it takes to fight him. So I think that kind of flip and contrast made it funny as well. Yeah, that's probably it. Maybe Jahi needs someone to bounce off of if they don't include the landlady more.
Well, you're getting that. So that's going to happen. There's still more characters. So, and from reading the manga, that will happen. So, what do you guys give episodes 1 and 2 of Jahy-Sama? I'm going to give it a pass.
I'm going to give it 2 pats on the head. Wait.
I would give it a courtesy pass.
Okay, yeah, I meant like pass, not like a pat. My bad.
Nope, you're going to jail.
Ah!
I mean, it's okay to pat children on the head now. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just what Satsuki does behind closed doors. That's illegal.
Wait a minute. What?
Some people say Satsuki is the Jeffrey Dahmer
That
of
he's
our
a space
times.
cowboy?
That too.
Some people say I'm a space cowboy.
I've never interacted with a lolly.
Until now.
You're a lolly?
And well, technically, isn't Jahy-Sama not really a lolly because she used to be like an adult or something?
Yeah, she just ran out of juice.
She
Yeah.
ran out of adult juice.
Yeah, happens.
Let's talk about To Your Eternity, episode 19. Wow. What an episode. Satsuki got
fantastic.
fucked. Holy shit.
I have problems, and it's not what you think. It's not exactly what you think.
Okay. Explain yourself then.
Okay, first let's get the obvious out the way. Rest in peace, Hayase. Now, I don't like her death, and it's not just because she died. I just don't like if it felt like they were just like tying up a loose end, and the way it happened, it was just the fucking tentacle monster came out of the fucking water and just killed her as soon as Fushi left. Like what was that? What was that? Like I feel like a proper death for her would have been her facing up to some of the things that she's done. Like, maybe she gets executed by Tonari. Since they didn't want to go with the Fushi killing her thing. Something. I don't know, but not that. It just, like I said, it just felt like, all right, let's get rid of Ayase so she doesn't chase after Fushi again, So I didn't really like her death, to be honest. And the scene I didn't like either is when she had Tonari and she was holding her by the fire, putting Fushi in a situation where he has to let her do her thing. That was such a odd situation because her proposal was, let me kill those 3 kids, and if you do, I will let Tonari go. And then fucking Tonari wakes up from this. I don't know how she woke up because she stung her just like she did with everybody else. Everybody else has been asleep with these shits for a long time, even Ayase included. She was asleep the whole goddamn time. I don't know how Tonari woke up. But whatever. Tonari wakes up and she hears this deal and she's like, no, don't do it. Why not? You guys are going to have to kill them anyway. I didn't see what was so bad about the deal that made Tonari go, I'm going to take you down with me. Like, I didn't get that. That was just a weird situation. Because like I said, the proposition was literally she kills the 3 people who are fucking zombies, and they killed them anyway. So I don't understand like what her sacrifice was going to mean in that moment.
I agree. I think I definitely think that the proposition was really strange. Like I almost felt like a better scenario would have been if she was to say, Fushi, let me, I don't know, be with you, and if not, then I'm gonna throw her in the fire. I think that would have been more of a believable and more realistic scenario. But they went with the whole, let me kill those already 3 dead children in the background. And yeah. If you don't, then it's like, yeah, we need them dead. They're knockers.
It was quite literally a win-win for Fushi because he didn't want to kill them and he wanted to save Tonari. So I didn't understand why that was being pitched to him. He literally won in either of those situations. So I don't understand what was the struggle. Like for Tonari, it makes sense that she didn't want her friends to die, but at the end of the day, why would you kill yourself? Because then Fushi's still gonna have to kill them. So then Hayase dies, Tonari dies, and then your 3 friends still die. I didn't get it.
Right. I felt like if it was a more meaningful situation, which would have prompted Tonari to make that self-sacrifice, I felt like that would have been better. And if she ended up killing both her and Hayase, then it would have been a much more kind of like meaningful arc for her. Being selfish, being only for her to turn around and save someone else's life by taking her own life. But then that never happened.
I mean, I like Tonari's, we kept talking about it. I definitely thought Tonari was going to die.
Me too.
But I like.
Did. Haha, suckers!
We're going to review the tapes.
Review the tapes, you bastards! You'll never catch me!
Yeah, it sounds like it. What the hell? Where are you?
Yes, he's in the basement with all of his other lollies.
I'm walking around my room.
Put some clothes on.
I mean, I'll take my belt off. I'll do it. I'll drop an elbow.
You might want to keep. Yeah, please don't. You want to keep that on your body.
But I like the direction of Tonari's character. I like the fact that she gets to right the wrongs of this island and possibly put it in a direction to where not everybody's violent. She doesn't have to create monsters like how her father ended up, and how some of the tragedies that happened with the children and other people that died on this island. So I like the fact that she's going to actually lead this island. I like it.
Yeah.
You know what this series needs?
Hayase.
No! No! Not anymore. She's dead. Nobody cared about her anyways.
Is she though?
Nobody cared about her? I'm a nobody to you?
Listen, is she dead though?
She's probably see, that's another issue with it. If she is zombie Hayase, I don't think that Hayase's not an important person to Fushi.
No,
she's significant, but she's not important. She's not somebody that he cares about.
I'll explain this in a way that you all can easily understand. Never mind.
I thought you were going to blow into a leaf.
Oh my god, that would have been perfect. I'm explaining this way so you can understand.
So
my god.
Halo Reach. At the end of Halo Reach, June, or was it Emil? It was Emil, pretty sure. Emil dies. He says, "I'm ready. Are you?" And then he gets stabbed in the heart. And then, off camera, you don't see his actual death. This is and people speculate that this character is still alive in the Halo universe to this day. That's what they did to Hayase. You don't know for sure. Hayase, she said it herself. She said She's extremely powerful, more powerful than anyone that he has. So, if that is the case, we saw earlier in the episode, one of those knockers got in her arm, and she's like, well, okay, rips it out. And then the knocker runs away because Hayase is apparently just the female version of Guts at this point. So, just saying.
Yeah. She could have it in her arm and have like a little parasite thing going on, you know?
I mean, she literally, she flexed, and that knocker was like, can't, Hayase, too badass for me.
She's fucking dead.
And if she's not?
I won't entertain it. She's dead.
Okay.
Well, Satsuki, we all know that you recently dyed your hair white because you're looking for someone like Hayase in your life.
Oh, is that because of Fushi?
Yeah.
I mean, she was just a maiden in love. That's it.
She was so in love with Fushi.
She's
She was
down
tied
bad
up-
for Fushi, I think is what you
She
mean.
was even tied up in the boat. She was horny.
Yeah. Incredibly so. She was like, I'm going to teach you about love. And just rubs her
She
face
said,
up
"Give me
against
one
him.
night.
Yeah, one night. That's
You want to
apparently...
marry me?"
That one night is all it would take, and Fushi, his face is like of disgust. It was beautiful. Sasuke would have been like, hell yes. Fushi is like,
we know this. Why are we
disgusting.
saying obvious shit? We know.
Give me one night, Fushi. I'll make you want to marry me. And then, you know what's crazy? Maybe if Fushi entertained that idea, things would be different for him.
I mean, he figured out what sex is real quick.
Yeah, I know. Well, first, no, and then he just goes, you know what? This actually doesn't feel that bad. Continue.
You know, I can get behind
Continue.
this. I can get behind this,
Yeah.
this sex thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is. You know what? All is forgiven.
I just like how he creates the boat, and he's just nothing is said. He just kicks the boat with her on it away, and he's just like, "I hate you," and she's like, "I know." It's great. It's great stuff.
She's alive.
She's probably alive, yeah.
She's like a half knocker, half person, half horny lady wanting to get with Fushi.
Just leave her alone.
This
Like,
all
don't do this again.
this all you think about it. If Fushi didn't hit Hayase, she probably wouldn't be crazy. She'd probably just be normally in love with Fushi.
Normally.
like it wouldn't be crazy in love. It would just be like, I don't like you, Baka. But now it's like, I really like you, Baka.
Gives Fushi a note, like a little note, and then she just runs away all shy and then hides behind the tree.
Look how they're massive. First they kill her body, then they destroy her image. She's not a fucking tsundere.
She could be Satsuki, you don't know. I think me and EA understand Hayase better than you do.
And now they attack me. My love for Hayase was real.
Was it? Was
No,
it?
I believe it. I believe Sasuke absolutely loved. I mean, you heard him last week.
Did he love Hayase, or did he love the idea of loving Hayase?
No, he liked Hayase.
Yeah. What's not to like about Hayase?
She's fucking crazy. What do you mean?
Why do you name things that don't bother me?
Cause
I
it
was gonna
bothers me.
Oh. Well, different taste.
Different strokes for different folks. Some like it crazy, some like it small.
Oh my god. Scarlet says
Some like
Hayase
MILFs.
is important for Fushi. She is the crazy ex-girlfriend.
Oh, there's her role. Well, no, she can't be an ex. She's just crazy.
She's a stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually she's obsessed with Fushi.
She's the crazy stalker. The, oh my god, I collected all your albums, and I loved you when you were the bear, and now that you're the muscular boy with the fire
rope.
breathing, then the rope, yes, I love all of you.
It's the rope.
Please.
It's the rope that really made me fall in love with you, Fushi.
Let me have your child.
Let me have your rope.
Well, I know like Fushi has like all these people that are like, you know, connected to him. He had the friend, he had the brother, he has the grandma, but I don't think everybody needs a stalker. That's not a role I think that needs to be fulfilled in someone's life.
I agree. I don't think we need stalkers. We don't want to be like that song where we always feel like somebody's watching me because we ain't got no privacy.
Okay.
I thought you were going with
see
obsessed.
You belong to me. That's Satsuki singing The Police to Hayase.
Oh, ding. Every breath you take. Every step
what a woman.
I take, I'll be watching you.
I just come to realize if I like the character, they're most likely going to die. If they're a woman, I really like. Happens. It's happened
Often.
a good amount of times.
Yeah, first you like Kukuri Blade Lady. She dies. Good riddance.
What the fuck? Like, what? I didn't know I came on a KOA to be disrespected. What do you mean by good riddance?
Nothing, Saucy. You misheard.
I can't even name the other person because that's a spoiler. But another one of my favorites died.
You know, QRW6 does bring up a really good point. She's so obsessed that she wanted him to herself, so she killed off March and Perona.
Yeah, that happened.
And she wonders why he doesn't want to be with her.
Well, no, she even said when Fushi said he hated her, she said, "I know." I think she understands.
Yeah, she did the whole Han Solo. I love you. I know.
I know.
But instead, it's a I hate you. I know.
You gotta still shoot your shot regardless. Can't let hate stop you from at least attempting.
Do you hear yourself?
Saucy,
No,
you're
you
fucked,
gotta
dude.
try.
You're
Even
fucked.
if someone says they hate you?
Well, okay, she already shot her shot. It's not like she shot her shot.
She shot her shot and hit March.
Yeah, and Perona and some other people.
And
Yeah.
some other people. I remember at the beginning of the show, Saucy was like, "Man, it was really sad when March died, and man, I love Perona so much. She's the best." What happened?
Yeah.
What happened to that Satsuki? Where did he go?
What
I want him back.
Listen, I told you at the beginning, I didn't really like Hayase too much when she was not scarred up. When she came back scarred up and then immediately beat a immortal person who previously was just stomping over everyone else, I fell in love. It's just like how it's kind of like how Fushi, like the parallels are there. Like how Hayase fell in love with Fushi when she saw like how powerful he was. Same thing happened with me and Hayase. I was like, wow, she's really that woman.
And as we've known in the past, Sasuke loves strong female characters.
That is true. Hence the name Satsuki.
Correct.
No, I just think you're a crazy bastard.
I'm not crazy. I like crazy women though. Doesn't mean I have to be crazy.
Doesn't that make you sorta crazy?
No, I guess in a sense, but no, I don't think they will put me in like a facility.
I think it makes
Storm.
you more tolerant than anything.
Yeah.
Decrepit Storm says, "I like how you're talking about this as if Hayase would have paid attention to Satsuki for 1 second."
I mean, she wouldn't because I'm not a god, but a man can try.
I have here in
You're
my
like-
notes, the very first things I have is she got, and then a sub note, she likes getting got.
Oh, yeah. I think she did blush when yeah, the Noker did
Lots
his
of-
thing.
Yeah, lots of blushing in this episode. You had Tanari blush, where at the end she was like, "I want to see you someday." Just kidding. That was cute.
She likes him.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't love have we seen Fushi? He's a very handsome individual.
He can be whatever he wants.
You can,
He
yeah,
even
you
gave
can-
him old owl buddy, Hoot Hoot.
Yeah, freaking Harry Potter.
Yeah,
You're a wizard, Harry.
that's pretty nice of her.
Freaking Fushi is now Harry Potter.
I cannot remember any reference besides "You're a wizard, Harry."
Expecto Patronum.
Is this it?
Yep, that's it. This is the greatest. This is a great last episode. This was really cool.
Well, we got one
Well-
more, so.
I guess the only thing left to say is, do you think, because that's something we also were wrong about, because I think we all like came to the conclusion that Fushi was going to end up killing Hayase or something like that.
He had a
so
chance.
yeah, he was able to get out of all of this without getting his hands dirty. So do you think at some point in time he will have to end up killing someone in I don't want to say cold blood, but you know, to where it's like he has a choice on whether or not to spare them, but he doesn't go with it. Do you think that'll ever happen?
No, he's gonna be the Batman.
I think there's gonna come a point in which he will have to make that choice. He will destroy the Matrix.
Can I say something about Batman? Because I don't like, because I never watched Batman Begins until a couple of months ago. Batman has that rule of not killing people. Fine, whatever. He has definitely indirectly killed people. I don't even want to say indirectly. Like this mother.
It's fine.
Like
It's fine.
no, it's not. It's not fine.
Think
He's
about
a murderer.
Hayase. Think about Hayase.
He is.
And calm
He's
down.
a murderer.
Think
In
about
older
Hayase and
comic
calm
books
down.
too, he's killed people with guns. So it's not like he's never not killed anybody. I agree.
Where's
Rachel?
Where
Even Michael Keaton as Batman has thrown people off of freaking buildings.
He's a psychopath.
He kills
He's an
people.
asshole.
He's the goddamn Batman.
I don't want the comic fans to attack me. I'm talking about what I've seen in the movies. All right. I don't want to. Well, in comic 2300, I don't want to hear that. I'm talking about what I've seen in the movies.
I am vengeance.
He's an asshole.
Honey, what do you want for dinner? Justice.
Justice with a side of fries.
Batman is definitely not having a wife.
No, he's not destined to have happiness. He's destined to be Batman until his body can't give it.
Like
gives
Fushi.
out and he can't do it no more.
Like Fushi. It's Batman.
Well, he's immortal, so.
Right.
Immortal Batman.
Batman's not immortal.
Well,
No, Batman's not immortal.
That is a lie, Decrepit Storm. Decrepit Storm said, well, Satsuki, Hayase has about as much as a chance of liking you as Fushi does of liking her. That's not true. Because I feel like I can do some things to make Hayase like me, but like with Fushi, it's like that's
you gonna break out the leaf?
Oh, whew. I didn't even think about that one, but yeah, that's good. That's in my bag of tricks now too. So imagine if I had the fucking leaf, because I was gonna do it without it. So yeah,
Call her
With-
milady?
nah. I talk how I talk.
Hey, yo, what's up, bitch? You wanna fuck? Is that what you're gonna say?
That is not what I'm. That is not how. Do not take. Let's proceed. That's not how you talk to women or anyone. What the fuck?
We know very well, Satsuki. We know very well.
But yeah, Hayase and Fushi have a relationship where it can't be repaired because of what she's done. Our relationship is me and Hayase. Our relationship is neutral. She doesn't know who I am, but she can find out, and it'll be a good time.
There you go.
Simple.
That's the pickup line. You can find out.
Hmm?
That's what you're going to leave with, and that's what you're going to end with. And the confusion, the sheer confusion, is going to create a collapse of her brain, causing a singularity for her, and then her to say, all right.
Yeah. I like Ayase.
What are we giving this episode?
10 out of 10.
All right.
I shall pass it.
Passing it as well. EA Sports. It's in the game. Where can they find you?
You can find me over at Everything Animated. Oh, baby.
A triple.
Yeah, I recently, probably about a couple weeks ago now, it's kind of old now compared to YouTube and life in general. A couple weeks ago, uploaded a video about Conker's Bad Fur Day. You can check it on out. I might be doing some other things in the not so distant future to upload. I have a couple of ideas. That are sure to turn some heads for sure. Haven't been on Twitch in like months, and I'm sorry for those people that are listening and I haven't been on. But I'm gonna try to get back on here pretty soon. And also, I have my All Elite Couple channel where we have recently just blown up. Last week I was saying, please get me to 300. Now I'm at 315.
Ooh.
I don't know what happened or what I did, but I'm gonna keep it up, keep doing it, keep
Did you talk
giving
about
my...
that CM Punk debut?
I sure did.
Hell yeah.
I talked about it that night.
There you go.
If you're a fan of wrestling, CM Punk, AEW, any kind of wrestling, please check us out over there. You will not regret it.
Satsuki, tell him.
That's me. You can find me at Satsuki the Reactor, where I have reactions to JoJo's Part 3 and Part 4, as well as Fruits Basket, but I am not posting anything on there until I feel up to live reacted to Part 5. As for my main channel, Satsuki the Savage, right now, what I have going on this week is what I've been saying that I was going to do for a while on the podcast, and that is Fruits Basket Week. Video a day for this week, all on Fruits Basket videos, so that should be fun. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things because I've been slacking this year, so expect more regular uploads on my channel. It may not be things that people want, but hey, you still gonna get it though.
May not be what you want, you're still gonna get it.
Yeah. Don't use that as a model. That's not a good model.
As for me, I'm currently working on a Wonder Egg priority video. I'm rewriting it to fit more with the style of my previous JJK video. So I'm going back and changing some stuff, adding some stuff. I think before it was going to be like a 6-minute video, but it'll be about the ending pretty much. And I realized that I had that just in my folder, just sitting there for like a month. Yeah, so it's coming out really late, but it is what it is. Same thing for the Bento channel. Maybe not this week, but I found out that I have 4 videos that are recorded for the Bento channel that I just forgot. So, is what it is. But anyways, besides that, we'll see you all next week. Have a good week, you guys. Bye-bye.
Johnny.